Like, yeah, there was yearbook, but I was an entrepreneur.
Hello and welcome to Did I Do That? It's a podcast about graphic designers making mistakes, because when it comes to making just about anything, it's all part of the process. I'm Sean Schumacher, and joining me today, a very special guest, a legendary designer for good who, over the past 2.5 decades, has used her work to elevate and amplify the work of nonprofits. With a teaching career also spanning more than 2 decades, she served as a senior instructor here at Portland State, helping to found and co-advise PSUGD's BIPOC student group, and these days she serves as graphic design manager at Tool Design Group. It's Precious Bugarin. Hi!
Hello!
I'm so glad to have you here.
I'm glad to be here.
Now I have I was trying to prepare you. I have a terrible digression immediately to start us out.
Okay, let's do it.
School's out for summer in a few weeks. School's out forever in a certain sense when you're really thinking about just sort of a structural, with school will happen again. Anyway,
yes.
The reason for the season, the reason for all that is, of course, it is graduation season.
It is.
Personally, that is my favorite time of year to wear a cardboard hat and pay $60 for the privilege. Now, the other thing is our humble studio here, the Rat's Nest, is also about to graduate.
Yes.
Into rubble. Now, that might sound bad, but the job market for rubble is great in Portland right now, especially if you are an affordable creative space. I mean, just look at Lloyd Center, which we were talking about.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It's all ultimately for good, at least in our case. We are moving into a new building over here. But the trouble is, I have always identified closely with the spaces that I spend time in. Mm-hmm. And I have easily spent more time here over the past 17 years than anywhere else I've been probably in my whole life.
Yeah.
So it would maybe make sense that I too feel like rubble right now.
Oh.
I think there's like a mental component to that, but also like a physical one. I kind of look like if Shaggy from Scooby-Doo was stepping in as the basis for Bright Eyes right now. There is a little part of my hair that goes down on my forehead. And over the past 8 haircuts, they've just not trimmed that. And so it has gotten, it's fully over my eye now.
Yeah.
I am Connor Obersting for sure.
Yeah. Or you're going to do the full-on Duran Duran, which no one remembers.
Well, I am hungry like the wolf now that you bring it up.
Yeah.
Hungry for new opportunity. I don't know.
There you go.
That's something. Now, I've taught here my entire teaching career of more than 15 years. And I know you have also taught here for most of your teaching career.
Yes.
This is a space that has played host to a lot of great making and a lot of great mistake making as well.
Yes.
Do you have any particularly strong memories of those kinds of mistakes from your years in the art building?
I'm going to tell the story about a chair. A really sad chair.
Is there any kind of chair besides that around here?
No, only.
In fact, I literally, before the recording, there's a chair in the lab in this building that I sat in and broke. Which really took me back to the old days.
Yeah.
But please.
So it has a happy ending. But in 160, I don't know if this is a mistake. Maybe it's a mistake that it was there to begin with. Because it was broken and it was broken for, oh goodness, I probably taught in that same room definitely for more than a decade, and that chair existed the entire time.
Of course.
So very sad chair, but it supported hundreds of students in their educational journeys to become designers. So if you think about it, it was a failure. But it owned its support, and I just turned it on its head because I witnessed so many critiques, so much community around that broken piece of furniture.
Yeah.
Boy. So I think this whole building, what is this about? This is about embracing and transforming what you're given.
That is such a positive spin on
Yes.
this. But it does truly feel like there was a time before the Rats. Before the I think BR is how we'll call this time period.
There you go.
A time before the Rats, where I do think the most iconic thing about these buildings was the fact that the chairs were maybe rancid is the right adjective.
Where did they come from?
I do recall that we had a student who worked for facilities at one point who brought over chairs that they were going to throw away that other departments had disposed of because he was like, our chairs are maybe worse than the chairs they were going to throw away.
Yeah, they were worse. But they supported students over the years and we rallied.
We did. We made it through, and I think there is a very positive spirit to that.
Yeah.
Now I've been thinking about this a lot. This is our last recording in this space.
Yeah.
And we are going to close it down in about 4 weeks' time. But I wanted to kind of get some more community stories like that too, like people who have recollections of creative failures that have happened in this space. I put out this poster.
Yeah.
And I also made an actual phone line that people could call in.
So are people calling in?
Well, do you want to listen to some of the calls?
I would love to.
All right, let's go to the phones. The number, of course, is 503-482-8284. If you didn't catch that, it's because it's a number that's bad to say aloud and really too much repetition in it. I should have maybe thought about that. Also, I have not advertised it on the air until now. Many problems. Anyway, let's go to the phones.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here's our first call.
Call list. Again, please press 0 to speak with a support specialist.
That's our first call.
Oh, wrong number.
Wrong number. It sounds like maybe it was a spam call.
Yeah.
Those ones that call you and request you do something. It always feels like when you get a call from a person maybe who's not even actually important but thinks they're very important, and so they have their secretary call you and then put you on hold.
Yeah.
The weirdest way to do one of those spammy calls.
So do you have has anybody called?
Well, you know what? I actually have another call right here that we could listen to. Do you want to hear it? Okay.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
All right, here's our second call.
It's weird. It's like is someone breathing or is that me? They have not hung up. It's so weird.
So I think the call is now officially over.
Oh, okay.
This is a 26-second call. I think what you were experiencing is sort of a John Cage phenomenon where the silence really, you start to hear things that you just didn't realize were in the room.
There you go.
Probably the listeners are hearing some crosswalk beeps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the two calls that I got. And
wow.
I think there's many lessons from this. One is that maybe I should make the asks earlier. I think that's maybe an important one.
Yeah.
And also maybe more directly rather than just sort of, hey, anybody want? Because that never works.
Yeah. I'm glad that I heard those because I'm glad that
Really?
Yes. Okay. This is I'm so rambly.
Please.
Okay. So in the silence, I was starting to think about okay, well, what stories do I have of failure in this building?
Oh.
And I don't think I have any stories of failure because I think, and this is a theme of your podcast too, that they were all opportunities to learn and to be with one another.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So when I came in, we went into the lab and that was 160.
Yes. It used to be a very, very unpleasant classroom in my mind. But that was where you taught mostly.
Yes, that was my home. And there's no windows. We're completely isolated.
A cool feature, to be sure.
Exactly.
When you're going to spend 3 hours of your life every day.
And sometimes I would teach morning and afternoon.
Oh, no.
Yes. And then I would be lazy and I would do freelance work and not move.
In winter days, you were just not seeing the sun at all.
No, I wouldn't. So I would be in there from 9 to 6.
Yeah. No sun. Sun.
Yeah. No light. No natural light. Fluorescence. Yeah, weird temperature shifts, either really, really hot or really cold.
That's still a problem, I will say. They didn't fix that.
The rambly fan. So what's my point? I guess my point is that within that classroom, we created this like I'm going to say tomb. That's terrible. I was like, we created a tomb of making. That's terrible. What? My choice of words, Sean. I don't mean tomb. I don't know why I chose that. I think I chose that though just because of the way
I think tombs are getting a bad rap in modern times. I feel like historically the pyramids. That's a A+ tomb.
That is an A+ tomb.
You know?
So within the classroom, because we had no outside stimulation, we were able to really focus on each other. And when students presented, there was no ambient sound. There was only the sound of our voices. So, you know, and I've taught so long that I've witnessed the social change between students and digital devices.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was huge.
Oh, so dramatic.
Yeah.
So it's so many layers. It's like the space itself, where we're completely isolated.
Yeah.
The social change, and then the worlds that everyone's coming into.
Yeah.
So even though on the outside, you might perceive the room as this tomb, on the inside, it was full of life, right?
Yeah.
Life, conversation, failure, but really it was learning. And so much of it was learning from one another.
Yeah.
Like there were so many amazing conversations that we had. And I think graphic design was a gateway for us to learn more. Oh God, I'm going to get into it about humanity.
Hey.
Right?
Yeah.
And about communication.
Yeah.
And just having, and I think back to, so maybe even like 2015. So think about 2015, like
a real, like, I feel like that is one of the places where, people would say like the timeline diverged or something.
Oh no. Completely.
Like,
completely.
Yeah.
I mean, we were spending time on our phones, but not nearly as much. Like,
no.
So students were really focused on one another in the classroom, and just witnessing that and being a part of that conversation in that room was something that I'll never get back.
No.
And yeah, so it's weird. I'm kind of sad that room is going away. Like the feelings that are embedded in that space are going to be gone forever. I
totally agree, because I think there is something to be said of like the memories that a space builds up.
Yeah.
Like, that are intangible. They're things that you cannot quantify in any way. But even as you were talking, I was thinking about like, well, I remember having this class, this intro to type class in that room, also around that time, maybe 2014 or 2015. And when I think back on like that group of students, like, that was what an incredible group of rock stars to just be first year design students in this class, and to think of what they've gone on to do in their careers. Like, it's wild.
It is.
Because it's also long enough ago that like, they're senior designers, art directors.
Oh no, totally. Totally.
But yeah, it's funny to think. We also went in one of the other rooms, this yellow painted room, which was, I would say, the other. We called this the rat's nest because this was the apex of the rat infestation.
Yes.
But that room had also plenty of rats. But like that room, to me, that will always be the first room that I taught in, and that will that is a special thing to think of, like how many students learned how to make a book for the first time.
Oh,
there, or,
yeah.
like set type.
Totally.
Like,
Oh.
It's beautiful.
It is. It is.
I'm trying to think of some way to undercut it so that it's funny, but I can't. So
I know. It's crazy because I have.
Sorry, listeners.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, what is it? It's the people that make a place.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I mean, institutions are inherently people, and I think that's sometimes the thing that gets forgotten in this like talk of capital and stuff like that. Like it's, it is a building like this is built up of those memories, and in our case, like literal marks on the walls and evidence of those who came before us. But yeah, it is a funny thing to be stepping out into the unknown and saying goodbye to these places.
Yeah. And that so many, thousands of people have walked the creepy hallway.
Yeah. They're really sketchy. Before that lab went in, that had no windows and you were just walking into the darkness.
Whoa. Okay. So now, another idea, another getting into it.
Please.
So creepy hallway was the portal. There was a transition, right? Between outside to inside to a learning space. So creepy hallway actually was that portal. Right? It's weird. That is weird.
It is true, yeah.
That's kind of true because I remember when the door would be locked, students would wait because the hallway's so long.
Yeah.
So students would queue up and wait. And this was before phone time.
Yeah.
Like early phone.
Maybe somebody's sitting on the floor on their laptop on Facebook.
Totally.
Yeah.
They're on the floor. They're working. They're talking to each other. Some of them are bringing coffees in. Some of them are eating breakfast. And they're waiting for this shift to happen when they walk into the classroom. So that's so weird. Maybe creepy hallway is the portal to... creepy hallway is the portal to learning. Sean.
Well, I know they're trying to get a Backrooms movie kind of stood up right now. So maybe this is our counter programming to that.
There you go.
Let's make a positive movie about the power of creativity through Backrooms. Got to use the word Backrooms because that's where the SEO is.
Yes,
but, yeah.
Yes, the Backrooms and the creepy hallways for sure.
Yeah, spread the word, everybody. Let's get this movie financed. I think we only need, let me check, $500 million more in order to produce it.
Yes.
So hit me up on Patreon, $500 million. That'll get you the top tier goal and a kiss from me if you like.
Yeah.
Also $500 million if you don't want the kiss from me. So your choice. But Precious, you didn't come here to propose an incredible, probably 12 movie franchise.
Oh, for sure.
It's gonna essentially take over from the Avengers
because there's tiny room in creepy room.
Yeah.
That has a sink. That's always locked, Sean. Did you know that does anyone know about that?
I know about it.
Why?
I don't know. I've never understood that room one iota because for those of you who don't understand this, it's hard to explain. That's why. There is a room in the very back of this building that Precious also taught a lot in, and I've taught in a couple times, that was that room that you queue up to, the dark hallway portal room. And in that room, for some reason, there is another little vestibule that has a locked door with a sink in it, clearly space for a dishwasher or oven.
But there's none.
So and it's all clearly after PSU got this building. So I don't know what they thought that was going to be.
Yeah.
It was clearly expensive to build.
Yeah. It's so odd.
Sink permitting is not cheap.
Yeah.
And why is it locked? Always. Always.
I know. Yeah. All the mysteries. The mysteries of this place.
The mysteries of the art building. Now I don't know how to transition, but we should probably get into
let's transition.
How you got into graphic design. Now I know you're first generation Filipino American. You were born in San Francisco, but you were raised in Stockton, right?
Yes.
Your dad was a teacher like himself.
Yes. So my dad was a teacher, and he was actually this is a funny story and very unique, but he was my 7th grade teacher, and it was personal because sometimes he would bring things from home I wrote sentences a few times.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was intense, but he was an incredible teacher, and he's probably the best teacher I've ever had. So yeah, but I think a lot of the ways that he taught were embedded in the ways that I taught. And it's just all the care and love behind investing in people's education.
But I know the other kind of big thing that you're learning from as a kid growing up is your mom is working as a seamstress, an artist.
Yeah. So my mom was an amazing seamstress, and she made so many garments for my sisters and I, and she also quilted. So I'm the oldest of 4.
Oh, wow.
And I'm the first.
Oldest child, hey.
Yeah, so I'm oldest child.
Benefits and problems.
Oh, yeah, I'm big. Yeah, if you know me, I have so much big sister energy. It's not funny. And it's all girls.
Oh, wow.
And we're all spread out. So my youngest sister is 13 years young.
Wow.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 13. So when I entered college, my youngest sister entered kindergarten.
That's wild. Because,
It's
you're going to
wild.
have a very different kind of relationship.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think about like the amount of care, expertise, and perfection that my mom had in making these garments. I wrote about it just personally. I've been doing a lot of writing about my mom because unfortunately she passed away about a year ago. So just reflecting on all the things that she made for us, it's something that's like really, really special and really sentimental to me. But the amount of detail that went into everything that she made translated to me spending a lot of time on the things that I design and really thinking about who I'm designing for. Because what she made, she didn't just make things for us, she made things as gifts.
Yeah.
So it was an expression of love.
And I with that kind of work, it is inherently, you really have to think about the person and what is going to be like the right fit for them.
Totally.
And, like, it makes total sense.
Yeah, totally. That it's something that's made for the body.
Yeah.
And she was very critical, like very, very critical of herself. And I think it's because what she was making was a reflection. It wasn't just something for the other person, but it was also a reflection of her love and a reflection of a body of work that she was creating, even though I think that she wouldn't have said that.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So my work ethic comes from the way that she made things, like 100%. And when I was 4 or 5, where I slept was right next to the sewing machine. So I would watch her like in the middle of the night, like,
oh, wow.
yeah, just working on these bespoke projects. So I think in my mind, like, we wore our clothes were highly customized. And that's two-part. It was partially because clothes are, clothes are really expensive. And my mom had this amazing talent. So when I look back at that, now I'm like, wow, that's pretty incredible, because these are the things that she made have been worn for generations. So my daughter.
It's still being passed down.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we have a sailor dress that I wore and all of my sisters wore. It's incredible. I have school photos from all of my sisters wearing this sailor dress. And the sailor dress, it's immaculate.
Wow.
And it's been through the wash. I mean, just the way that this garment is constructed is, what is it? I can't think of it. In Italy, couture. Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah. It's like the highest quality.
Yeah.
And my daughter wore it. I, wrapped it in tissue. I'm sure other children will wear this dress. It will be passed down. And there's multiple things like that in our family.
That's incredible.
It is. It is. And I can't think, the things that I make are not permanent, and not special.
But I will say, I think you, more than most, have tried to make that part of your practice. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
But also, this is inherently the kind of medium where we are making things that are temporary.
Totally. Yeah, totally.
It's that curse of trying to make something that is eternal and time agnostic as a graphic designer is just, it's impossible, because there's no such thing.
No.
We are always students of the time that we are in.
Yeah. Yes.
Trying to serve an audience that is only alive right now.
Totally. And always changing.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the thing that I am thinking about in hearing that is just you are seeing how much care and how much just import is going into each of these garments, that I imagine she has to make a lot of for, as big a family as that is, in a lot of different sizes.
Yes.
So like there's no way that can't be really impressionable, like with your work going forward.
Totally.
I know the other thing that makes a big impression on you growing up is like your childhood room is full of like magazines and catalogs and stuff like that.
Where are you finding this?
I do my research. What can I say?
Okay. So instead of band posters, I was really obsessed with packaging.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would collect it and hang it on my walls. So it was like a gallery of bags. Literally
shopping bags.
Contempo. Some of you, oh God, dating myself completely, but contempo casuals. I would even save tissue paper. So I would create little vignettes of these packages and I would hang them in my room. And I shared a room with all of my sisters.
Oh no.
Exactly. So there's infant to a teenager. We're all in a shared space.
Terrible.
So everybody has their own corner, But my mom was really impressed with it. So she would bring we'd have visitors and come see the crazy things my daughter collects and puts on the wall. So that eventually I got really into magazines too. So Esprit catalogs.
Oh yeah.
Details. Which is
I mean,
it's like I was,
but it's like it's the heyday of magazine culture.
Yeah, so I love Details magazine. I loved catalog, any type of Delia's. That is 90s, height of 90s. Yeah, just keeping all those things and cutting things out and putting them on the wall and not really understanding who are the people that put this together. I have no idea, but it's really cool.
Or also understanding that you're essentially doing art direction for presenting this work. Basically.
I've never thought about that.
I mean, but it is it's so much half the game of you can make the thing, but if you know how to show it off in a way that impresses people and draws attention to it, you were already thinking in that mode.
Whoa. It's like early curation.
Yeah.
Curation at 12 years old. There you go. I've come full circle.
But that's I could see how all of that could come together to inform stuff, especially since it sounds like you also didn't have any sort of art or design classes in high school.
No, there was weirdly at our school, art and design were not a part of the college track,
which is fascinating.
It's disappointing.
Yeah.
I got to take yearbook.
Hey, but you're getting into print at least.
Yeah, there. So I got to take yearbook. This is paste up time. Wild. Yeah. Terrible.
The kids who are listening to this definitely won't know.
Yeah, this is early Mac. Really early Mac, but still paste up involved.
Yeah, still some Rubylith. You're getting out the Rubylith.
Yeah, we're pasting things on a piece of paper and sending a composition. This is what we want it to look like. And someone's going to put it in WordPerfect. And move things around.
It's so funny because I think I was just after, because there was even the weird transitional period with Quark Express where your export would be the mechanical file.
Oh yeah.
And I remember discovering one of those and being what the hell is that?
Yeah. You're there's checkerboards and everything's black and white. Why?
And it's it's a world that is invisible to us now. We cannot even access it.
Oh no.
That's made on machines that cost $50,000.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's a very weird thing. So you're doing yearbook though,
yeah, I did yearbook. I did yearbook only for a year, and that was it.
I mean, that's what the yearbook is ultimately about. So, I mean, it wouldn't make sense to make a 2-year book. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Do you remember anything about were there memorable moments that you discovered along the way of making that, or?
No. I don't remember anything about yearbook, but now that what I made in high school, I did have a side business.
Oh, I don't know about this. What was your side business?
Weird. Now it's all coming back. Yeah. So my side business was painting graffiti on jeans and jean jackets.
Wow.
And so people would meet me out in the field and say hook me up with some jeans.
Would they have a design that they wanted you to do?
Well, they would tell me I want this to say bomb. You remember that? That was real special.
Oh yeah.
Or I want my initials on the legs.
Sure.
And my younger sisters were my guinea pigs. So I would draw on their pants.
Oh no.
Yeah, so imagine there's a toddler with painted jeans. Yeah, that was my family. And yeah, so I had the side business painting on jeans and jean jackets. And then I would also make beaded necklaces.
Wow.
So it was a very diverse crowd of like different style, different aesthetics.
Yeah.
This is the early 90s. Yeah, that is so funny. I haven't thought about that in so long. Like, yeah, there was yearbook, but I was an entrepreneur. That's it, Sean. That's why I never wanted to, work for someone else because I worked for myself from the get-go.
But that is like so informative about everything that came after.
That's
it's kind of
so
wild.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, yearbook, nah, I'm just going to go out in the field and do my thing.
I also have to ask, what did your mom say when she discovered the toddler pants painting in particular?
No, she
loved it?
Yeah, she loved it. She loved it, and it got me more work.
Hey,
yeah.
I mean, you couldn't ask for more.
Yeah, and I would make and their stuff would be kid friendly.
So there's sort of like a sliding scale of how blue it gets.
Yeah, so they'd have to add, what kind of vibe?
Yeah.
What kind of vibe do you want for your?
Juicy on the butt for toddlers.
No juicy on the butt for toddlers. Daisies for some reason. Oh, I guess that's like De La Soul time.
Yeah,
I'm kind of connecting the dots here. So I painted a lot of daisies on jeans.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it does feel like it's kind of presaging even the 90s return of the 60s.
Yes. Oh no, totally. There was a connection.
So is that kind of what kickstarts you into, because where you end up going to college is this unique dual admit program between the University of San Francisco and Academy of Art College, now Academy of Art University.
Oh yeah.
How do you end up there?
Well, one, my second home. So I love San Francisco. I visited, fell in love, and then learned about this dual program. And the dual program was actually for advertising.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. I didn't know anything about design. So it was the craziest, most intense experience. And I had no idea what I was getting into.
Did you discover that while you were still in high school? Or
Yeah. It was a really unique balance of getting a liberal arts education plus full immersion in art school.
Yeah, it feels like it's kind of the best of both worlds in a really interesting way.
100%. So you had your art faculty that had all the connections in the city, and then you got to chill a little bit on campus. I lived in the dorms. It was the 90s. It was amazing. So after, I think it was about a year into the program, I had a design instructor for foundations, and she was like, "You are in the wrong major."
Oh, so you get pulled over to design.
Thank God.
Wow.
So because I was getting advertising briefs, but spending so much time on just the way it was put together. And the instructors would get really mad, why this needs to perform.
This should just be typewritten. We don't need anything more.
Exactly. Where's your copy?
Yeah. Well, I know you talk about feeling like the workload had almost just about killed you. So it would make sense. You're doing a bunch of extra stuff because you're just so hungry to be laying out pages.
Oh, yeah. Totally. For one project, I lay on the cable car line on Powell. Okay. Because at the time I was super into Tribe Called Quest, and I was trying to for an advertising. This is an advertising class. And I decide
it sounds like you're doing conceptual art already.
Oh yeah, 100%. They're like, create an ad campaign for this album, and I was like, no, I'm going to create the ad campaign, and I'm going to create the packaging, and I'm going to create the art direction, and I am 18 years old and not afraid. So I laid down with my combat boots on the cable car line. Hundreds of people what is going on?
You're listening to the terrible sound of that cable rattling under you. Oh, yeah.
And I'm taking pictures of myself on it's not even it's a film camera. You're
doing selfies?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes. It's 1996 or 94. Anyway, I was just crazy creative, but stuck in an ad world. So thankfully, sophomore year, I moved to the design program and found my people.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't recognize it sooner because like that's way more ambitious than I'm sure they were expecting.
Yeah.
/ way more dangerous and probably
very,
terrifying.
very dangerous.
I think if I had heard that one of my students was laying down in the middle of, say, the street right in front of us, I'd probably want to maybe talk to them a little bit about
exactly.
just health and safety.
No, yes, 100%.
But so you end up in the graphic design program.
Yes.
And I know like one of your big transitional moments is you end up doing an internship towards the end of your graduation.
Yeah. So there's one internship that I did that kind of applies to my work now. And that's I worked with a small agency that only did strategic design work for the early bike industry.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this was this is all mountain biking.
Yeah, I guess that's the time, the BMX period.
Yeah. So I did, what did I do? I did packaging, I did catalog work, and a lot. And now I'm working at an engineering, urban planning, landscape architecture, specifically for active transportation, so moving people, bikes, and pedestrians. And I'm like,
Yeah, you're fully
maybe I'm becoming
full circle
closer.
here.
Yeah, I'm applying some of that. So that was my internship, and I enjoyed it. But what pulled me out of it is probably what is more important and what was life-changing to me. So I had a teacher, and I've talked about this teacher like so much over the years, just because he was so influential to me, just like my dad. So that's another theme too, that education has always been a big part of my life, of my culture, and of the way that I like move through the world and interact with people.
Yeah.
So I had a teacher that was really unique in his teaching style because he showed up as himself. There was no mask. There was no separation between his knowledge and my knowledge. It was like a flow of energy and information. And he really valued what the students, we were all seen. I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
That when he showed up, he saw us as people and that we had important things to contribute. And he was there as a vehicle to inspire us.
This is Paul Sang, right?
Oh, yeah. So this is Paul Sang. And he eventually pulls me out of the bike internship and says, come work with me. And I was like, anything.
Yeah.
Like, anything. Like, and he was a real, like, during the time, he was super renegade.
Yeah.
And he had come, his history was like, he had come from big agency and he had worked on some of the largest brands in the world, and he felt that wasn't a part of who he was and that his work should reflect his values. And so that's what I was gonna say dragged into. No, what my language, like tomb. I was in a tomb. I was dragged into this. I was gladly dragged into this.
Yeah.
I came willingly, and it was so influential for my first experience to be somewhere where all my contributions are valued, that I could not be anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like, to not have that respect was unacceptable.
Yeah.
And so that kind of left me on my own, weirdly.
I could also see how that's also informative of the stuff that comes after. So you graduated and you have started working with your mentor.
Yeah.
Do you remember any of those early projects that he kind of put you on right away?
Yeah. So talk about being seen. I am seen 100% as an independent, highly creative individual. And he puts me on one of the largest projects of my career. Immediately, Sean. Immediately.
Wow.
But I'm really young and I'm super enthusiastic. I'm a bit overwhelmed and highly anxious and very stressed out, but I mask it. Like, I'm a perfectionist at masking this like anxiety. So I won't name names, but I'm to design an entire photography book.
Wow.
For a beloved publisher. So it's a dream opportunity.
Like, especially growing up around like print materials like that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You have no idea. But I'm so overwhelmed working at this place, and I have so many cool projects I'm working on simultaneously that this very special project kind of gets put on the back end. And if you can imagine this all, I design a 200-page book in Illustrator.
200 pages.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
This is the era before there were multiple artboards, too.
This is before multiple artboards.
Are we talking about 200 individual
something
files?
like that. I'm probably exaggerating.
No.
So it's maybe it's more around 100, but I used the wrong program.
Yeah.
I am literally just out of college. And the brief is to like, they want a non-traditional photography book. Okay. So
already achieved.
Yeah. So they want, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
already achieved technically.
You know, I think the tradition that we're eschewing is how books are made.
Exactly.
We're just doing 180 on that.
Yeah. And I'm going to spend so much time on every single layout, like the layouts are independent of one another.
Oh, no.
So it's like I created 100 different amazing compositions that are bound together. But the story is that they're bound together by this person's work, right?
You went from having one project to 200
exactly,
projects.
amongst the other projects I'm working on. So, and we're a very tiny firm. So everyone they're empowered, to really take over the process. So eventually, my boss, as well as the publisher, learn about this. And no. Yeah, it's like you missed the deadline. You are incredibly behind. We have to report this we have to share this information that it's not technically correct, and we will give you 4 days to fix it.
That's not much time.
It's not much time. So literally, there is a sleeping bag. We set up a sleeping bag on the ground. It's all hands. We are doing this day and night to fix it. So you could say, like, am I failing? So this has been one of those things where I'm kind of like, it's definitely a learning opportunity. But what's beautiful about it, there is a lot of beauty in this, in that the response from my mentor was that this is not on me.
Yeah. That
he took full responsibility, and that he understood that I'll learn so much from this, and that he needs to be 100% supportive of me.
Yeah.
And that he also acknowledged that there are things that he could have done, like a lot of things that he could have done to ensure that the project went smoothly for me. So after he spoke to the client and the photographer and let them know that we're going to be jumping back in, that we missed the deadline, so they're working out all these details, he took the entire studio out to this beautiful luncheon and to a movie to let us know that we are a team, and that if we're not here for each other creatively, and if we don't have each other's back, then we won't be able to do our best work.
Right.
And what happened was, because of that, I became even more dedicated to the work that I was doing, and to the studio, and actually to respecting other people that I work with.
Yeah. Because
we shouldn't be alone in the work that we're doing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I could also see like how, I'm sure, there was probably a thought in, maybe the publisher's mind of like, do I ask like that this junior designer be fired? And it's like, but that is so much more, like, that's just going to put you into a place of fear around this kind of project, rather than like, this is an opportunity to learn and grow, which is like the value of someone like that. Like in a way, it's like this lesson that you're getting from him after college. Like,
oh yeah,
we are standing together as a studio, making this decision as a team.
Totally.
And we're going to step up and support Precious.
Yeah, totally. And I think it made me like even a better designer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So rather than moving from fear, like he was moving from like support and investment to like, I'm going to invest. I know that this person has so much potential. I'm going to invest in them.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I think the other lesson is like you making all those layouts really different definitely feels like a very ambitious student thing of like,
Totally.
I want to go as hard as I possibly can.
Yes.
It doesn't matter why. Time is not an object in my mind whatsoever.
Totally.
But like, I could totally see how like maybe he was also thinking like the best lesson for Precious to learn at this moment is like thinking strategically about a project like this.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
what is the strategy around how to make this work easier on the front end?
Totally.
But that's huge. That like,
Yeah.
that gets you thinking in systems.
No,
which
totally.
ends up being also super valuable to you.
No,
later on.
totally. That's really crazy that I've never really thought about it in a strategic lens, because I've been letting the junior designer that I work with now is that over time, and we, as designers, longtime designers, we know that over time we actually design less and think more.
Yeah.
And that's interesting that you're embedding these things in me that I've never seen early. Like, oh, hanging things on the wall and being really careful about it. You're actually like, you're actually being a curator. You know what I mean? Like, you're like thinking strategically.
Yeah.
I've never really thought about it that way. But after designing for a really long time, like, I still design, but not as much. It's like I'm thinking about concept and strategy more. And then teaching that to an early designer. I think early designers, they're learning and they're embedded in these details, but pulling out is really like, I guess it's the goal.
Yeah.
Like thinking about design and visual communication like holistically, because even though you might be like developing one small thing, like as the power to touch like so many more people.
Absolutely. Well, also speaking of teaching, it's around this time that Paul kind of encourages you to like go teach at your alma mater at Academy of Art.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was 22.
That's wild. That's pretty close to when I started too. And that's,
it's wild.
It's a strange way to be in front of a class.
Yeah, it's wild. It's really crazy.
The imposter syndrome is high.
It's very high. And I got weren't you in my class last year? Yeah, I definitely got at the end of the term, the students are like, oh, hey, you want to come with us to this thing?
Oh, yeah.
That too. You're like, oh, maybe not. So, yeah, I started teaching and I loved it.
Yeah, just instantly, this feels right. This is like the thing that I've always wanted.
Yeah, and I think it's because, my dad and,
yeah,
my mom teaching me how to sew. And, yeah, it was just embedded in so many relationships with educators that it just like felt really natural to be in the classroom.
Do you remember some of those early classes, like the first things that you taught?
Oh, yeah. I had this. Oh, my God.
Please.
Okay. Whoa. You have a knack for like pulling it out of me, like the pants, like going in the field, painting on the pants. So, oh my God, I took public transportation. I took Muni. That was my method of transportation. And, it's thousands of people's in the city. And I talked about the bus. Like I talked about all of the lives. God, this is crazy. I'm remembering it.
The transit foamers are going nuts.
Yeah.
They love this show.
Yeah, and that is a part of my job now. This is so crazy. So one of my first classes, I remember talking about ideas being found on public transportation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because and this is before phones.
Yeah.
So all of the interactions and all the lives that you encounter on the bus are things that you can use in your work because this is your community and this is your audience for certain projects. And I just remember talking about that because a friend of mine was a student and she was like, why did you talk about Muni? She didn't understand it. I was like, oh, my lecture probably sucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, she didn't understand.
That's not cool.
Yeah, she was like, why did you talk about the bus?
Yeah.
I said, well, because there's so many lives like simultaneously moving in space.
Yeah, it's the ultimate egalitarian. Everybody needs it.
Yes.
And, especially in San Francisco.
Oh, totally.
Like, you're not going to pay $1 million for parking there.
No, totally.
Take transit.
And it's such and it's fairly tiny city.
Yeah.
So just the interactions that you would have and, seeing people reading books
Yeah.
like on the bus and asking what they're reading. Yeah. So I just talked about that, like looking out the window.
Yeah. I think, but that in a way, that is a perfect thing to introduce design students to. Because oftentimes, I'm sure you've experienced this. They want to do the coolest thing.
Yeah.
But not really think about like, what's an audience that might be broader than just me and my friends. Like,
Totally.
like what's something that is like really necessary. And transit is one of those things that is just, it's so necessary. And it's so like, it's for everyone.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
No.
The designs there matter so much more than the cool designs.
Yeah. Well, and the designs can be cool.
Yeah. 100%. Absolutely.
So that they reach folks. But yeah, there's so many points inside, outside, on the street. There's so many points that you interact in space.
Yeah.
And it's something positive because you might be standing up straight, like not looking at your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a lot of opportunities.
The way that infrastructure exists in the world and how you connect with it is so important.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it sounds like this is a very important time. Like you end up teaching there for 2 years.
Yeah.
Actually past, you even working for Paul.
Yeah.
Does that end up inspiring like you to want to like go for something a little bigger teaching wise? Like you kind of get the bug in you?
I get the bug? It kind of just happened. It just happened. Things happen. I've been put in.
So often that's the case.
Yeah. I've been put in so many like creative situations and job opportunities and just saying yes. But my husband, boyfriend then, he was in graduate school in Arizona.
Oh.
And so I was living in Arizona for about 2 years at the university. And then one of the professors leaves. And so they just offer.
Oh.
So at that point, I don't know, 25. And so they offer me a faculty position. I've only taught 2 years and I just say, okay.
Like a 1-year appointment, just like, hey.
Yeah. So it's a 1-year appointment with the potential, to apply.
Yeah.
And that's my first full-time faculty role. And I had no idea all the meetings you go to, Sean. And
I understand.
Yeah, and I got
remember.
really in trouble for not going to, is it convocation?
Oh,
I
yeah.
have a vivid memory of like not going to like the first big meeting where the dean like introduces me because I'm new faculty. I didn't even go.
Introduces you and gives everyone bad news about the numbers. That's primarily, I feel like, what that meeting is about.
Meeting is. Yeah, well, I just remember not going. And then the department chair being like, why didn't you go? And I was just like, I didn't even know that I had to.
I didn't have to do that back at Academy.
I know. I was part-time.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go to these meetings. So.
And then probably the next year you went to him and, I also didn't have to go to this. Wow. I somehow feel less informed than I was before.
Oh, yeah.
How's that possible?
All the meetings. Yeah.
We might be in rutabaga territory. Who knows?
Okay.
I'll find out when I listen to it.
Maybe rutabaga. Yeah, for sure. That's for sure.
But like you're in a new city, you're in a new environment at Northern Arizona University.
Yeah.
Like, does it feel like there's an immediate like difference in like teaching out there? Like,
oh yeah, Academy of Arts and Art School. It's role.
Yeah.
It's unstructured.
But they do good ass work.
Yeah, the work is super.
That student newspaper looks better than like the Chronicle.
They do good work, but it is an art school. And so I'm going to like a state university. The syllabus it's pretty straightforward. And I'm teaching so many students. It's
packed classes.
Yeah, so it's packed classes, multiple sections all day long. It's not the come and go of like an art school, like, oh, you teach 3 hours, 1 class a week. That's it.
Yeah.
This is like, oh, I'm teaching 8 hours, 9 hours a day. I have to be there. I have to advise.
I imagine it also doesn't have the relationship with the city of Flagstaff the way that like Academy of Art does.
Totally. Like this is a smaller city. It's, near the Grand Canyon. So there's definitely, I was going through culture shock.
Yeah.
I didn't have much of a community, but I did enjoy, I've always enjoyed teaching, but I think there I really became more invested in developing curriculum.
Interesting.
Yeah, because because a state school is much different.
Yeah.
Just in terms of the structure and what you're that's what it is. It's like what you're accountable to.
Yeah.
So
Everything has like you are a part of a cog that is turning.
exactly.
And you can start that process, but you can't really always see it through.
Exactly. So you have to make sure that the students are prepared for the handoff, I guess, for the
Yes.
next level. Yeah, I spent more time researching, developing curriculum. There was an overhead projector. This is how long ago.
No.
Yeah.
Were you having to work in transparencies?
Yes,
Oh,
Sean.
no.
Which is so weird. And everyone's like, I don't know what that is. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
had like this burning table that I put.
That's a great way of
Yeah,
putting
it's like,
it.
here's a burning table
Yeah.
that you put.
It makes an awful sound.
Yes.
But the picture it produces also awful.
Yes. So I remember teaching like type that way. We did so many things hands-on. I made them write like a single word, like the Hamburg fonts.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
we drew it. We drew one word a week. I mean, what was lovely about it is that we spent so much time thinking and drawing.
Yeah.
It was just like incredible. And then this is a fun fact that one of my students in Arizona eventually became my boss at Mercy Corps
What?
more than 20 years later.
Really?
Yes.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Did they remember?
Oh, yeah. We've been friends ever since.
Oh, so
yeah.
this was just
Yeah. So it's just like it came full circle because
Yeah.
eventually he was my creative director. So he was leading creative and I was working under. It's so crazy.
That's wild.
Oh,
of
yeah.
all the places to end up. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we both ended up here and then, we're friends and our kids are friends too. And then a job opened up and I ended up over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just don't know like where your life will take you and all the people that you interact with and how they all like connect in some way.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, speaking of like where you'll end up next, you end up next in Portland.
Yeah.
How does that happen? It seems like that's not desert and wet.
And wet. Yeah, exactly.
Not natural friends.
Yes, exactly. I want to move back to the city. My husband thinks it's San Francisco's really, really expensive. So we kind of
Little
Yes.
did he even know.
Exactly. I think back at this is an aside, but when I was working for Paul, we did a lot of real estate, architecture, branding.
Yeah.
And at the time he was like, "Hey, you should really buy this loft." It was $199. And exactly. Yeah, and now I looked it up. I think now it's like it's in the millions. It's wild.
Yeah.
That in 25 years, like the increase. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So we move here and that was in 01.
Why here? What motivates that?
Gosh, it's like everything is going back to the bus, which is really weird. This is so weird. So we came to visit for New Year's just to check it out because we started to do research. Like, okay, if we're not going to move back to San Francisco,
Yeah.
we want to move somewhere on the West. What, should we check out Seattle? But we came here and people were so friendly. People, when we took the bus, I remember people saying thank you. And I was like, what?
Yeah. But
What?
when I would take RTC in Vegas, nobody did that.
No way.
Not a thought of that.
No way.
Um,
It's like the driver was invisible, which is terrible.
Yeah.
But here it's like, I see you. Thank you very much. Or even some people knowing their names. Like,
oh,
oh my God.
Why not? It's a person you're interacting with every
day. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So that was really memorable to me. And so then, we just started to check it out.
Yeah.
And then we didn't know anyone and didn't have jobs. And we just moved.
Wow. So just truly made the leap.
Yep.
Like,
we just,
without knowing.
Here we go.
I know, like, this is a very pivotal moment for you in a bunch of different ways. Like, one of the places that you land is adjuncting at PCC.
Yes. Yeah.
Doing some teaching in their design program.
Yeah.
Which is a really strong, like, community college
Yeah.
design program.
Super strong.
And you also really around this time start freelancing.
Yeah.
Like, truly working on your own.
Totally.
What kind of work are you doing to kind of start up this new business, essentially?
Yeah. So I was doing a lot of branding work for other small business. So there were small projects. I was adjuncting here at PSU and at PCC. And probably the most important, memorable, and influential projects was something that I received from Liz Sharman here.
Yes.
And that was with Right Around Portland. And so it's a writing organization that provides like writing as social justice and connection for community and marginalized people. And it really helps folks share their stories and their differences with one another. And it really celebrates difference. And I started designing their books. And I worked with them for over 13 years. And I rebranded them. I'm on the board. You know, I've had a relationship with this organization since 2005.
Wow.
Yeah. And it all came from, again, it's like, it's these people that you meet throughout your life and everything just starts to connect. So I took that small project from Liz. I created like a relationship with this organization, and actually like I received, so many projects from that project alone and my relationships to that organization, and have built friendships, like really deep friendships with people too.
Oh yeah. Well, that kind of like work in and around nonprofits, I feel like does have that kind of snowballing quality where it's like they're talking and they're sharing like, oh yeah, wow, that's an incredible thing that you did. And
yeah. And I think it's because we all have a shared goal.
yeah.
You know, at the highest level, it's to invest time and services in the betterment of people.
Yeah.
You know, and in supporting people. And then the ways that we support them is how it's different.
Yeah.
So what I found here is that, yes, there's scarce resources, like in terms of fund. We're kind of laughing because we work in a room that was once infested with rats. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where we're working from right now.
Yeah.
So I think it's really, I can't say enough about it. It's just so welcoming and heartwarming, and to work with and for people that have the same goals or outcomes in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that we're not competing to sell a product per se.
Yeah.
I mean, there is still some competition for the same pools of money, but our goal and outcome, our audience is still going to be like the people that we're serving.
Yeah. And it is like, it's not necessarily a zero-sum game either, because like, everybody that is doing that kind of work wants to see the same outcome, which is like people getting helped.
Yeah.
Like,
that there's support.
It's like, it is the antidote to the poisonous capitalism. Like, all the dollars would be mine.
Yeah. It's like, how do we spread it around? How do we help people?
Yeah.
And we're design, and then where my work comes in is, how do we reach these people, right? How do we package these messages and ideas to support community and support programs? And you can be really creative doing that. And I think a lot of people don't know that that's a big opportunity.
And like there's rewards with it too that are so much better than, just making like a piece of packaging that gets thrown out or something, like,
Oh yeah.
Connecting somebody with something that changes their life is like, hey.
Oh yeah. And that, yeah.
And that's true of like a social service, but it's also true of like arts nonprofits. Like, if you discover something that is like that impactful and it's because of some work that you did to reach them, like,
yeah,
hey, can't be beat.
No, totally. And for Right Around Portland, I've been to multiple readings with community members that I would never I wouldn't interact with them on the daily, but being able to understand them through stories about their experiences and to meet them personally and to have them be appreciative of me giving their voice like a vehicle to share with others. It just hits me.
Yeah.
that is such an opportunity and such a privilege to be able to do that and to make others like understand and hear them. It's an honor is not even the right word, I think, but
it's like, it's service ultimately.
Yeah.
It's serving something greater than one's own self or even just like what a design could do.
Yeah, totally.
We've already mentioned Liz's name.
Yes.
Because 2002, you start teaching here, and it is a real moment of transition for what would become the Schnitzer School of Art, History, and Design, also better known by the acronym SAD. But we have just gotten the buildings that we're sitting in now, which we got secondhand from the Art Institute.
Yes.
I believe this building was probably beige still when you were teaching here.
Yes.
And like Liz is kind of the first of the new class of graphic design faculty.
Yes.
There's some, folks that are, kind of ready to move on. And Liz is coming in, I think, with a very different kind of program.
Yes. Sophomore review.
Yes. You and her worked together to create,
yes.
I think, in many ways, the thing that really kickstarted the graphic design program properly, the sophomore.
Yeah.
portfolio.
And the sophomore review was all analog.
But yeah, so like I'm curious, like, where does this idea come from of like, well, rather than having an entry portfolio, we have this midpoint review. And so folks who don't have a chance to like have access to design classes in high school, say, have a chance to get in and still do this major. Like, where does that idea come from?
Honestly, I don't know. This is a rutabaga. This is so long ago.
That's fair. But
yeah,
it's like,
I don't know.
Do you remember kind of some of the early days of spinning up that process? And,
It was very labor intensive. And I want to let folks know that went through that early process that we really labored to be as thoughtful as possible about the assessment of work. So if you can imagine it, every single portfolio was reviewed in real time by nearly every faculty member. So this thing took days, nights.
Yeah. Weekends. If
I mean, it still does, but eventually I was like, there needs to be a system.
Yeah.
Because this is taking so much labor. And yes, we're being like as thoughtful as possible, but also like the amount of time spent for the first 20 is going to be different than the last 20.
Yeah.
Just because of our human capacity.
Our foolish human bodies breaking down.
Our capacity for yes, our body's breaking down.
Yeah.
We need rest. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you look at any amount of things and it does start to wear on you. But I do think like part of the structure that you all build that I think makes this process so much more equitable is that like, essentially like peer review where it is evaluated across multiple people to average things out. But also like giving students the clear rubric of like, hey, these are the points that we're looking at. Make sure you're hitting these points.
Yeah.
Don't just submit a portfolio with only illustrations in it.
No, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And that we need to communicate to the students that their portfolio will be reviewed in those ways when they're looking for work.
This is the first of dozens of portfolios that you're going to make.
And it's a skill that they need to learn.
Yeah.
So I think it is a very stressful, laborious process, but it's something they'll be using for the lifetime of their career.
Yeah, it is like, in a way, it is the most important teaching that like the program does.
Yeah.
Because it, and I'm sure there are probably students listening to this who have heard me say these words in videos, but like it is a chance to level up and be like, well, I've done what I did in those classes and I've learned things since then. What if I go back and revise those projects and look at them again and be like, well, what can I do to make them better? What have I learned since then?
Yeah.
And then put that into practice like all over again afterwards.
Yeah, because your future employer, they're not going to look at your transcript.
No.
Yeah.
But also, students, please stop putting your GPA on your resume.
Do they do that still?
I've definitely still seen it.
Oh no!
I saw one recently. No one cares.
Yeah, they don't. They just want to see your portfolio.
Yeah, I occasionally see. I don't even know why LinkedIn has that I'm sure there are probably jobs that want that, but I don't know why.
Yeah,
that was 25 years ago, friends. I'm not. I did okay, but I've changed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
same.
Yeah.
I know. I
probably know less about math, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I got a C on my portfolio. I think I got a C in my portfolio class.
Really?
I'm not even lying. Oh, so this is a story. This is a
Please.
This is one of those like failure stories, and then you're like, I thought so. So I got a C. I got a C in my portfolio class, and then whatever, 8 months later, I got asked to teach, and I remember and then I got asked to teach, and then I remember getting good reviews from the students. So just seeing the chair and just having that smirk on my face, like, that's what I thought.
Wow.
A grade is nothing.
No.
And, once you start working.
Yeah, truly, because what matters is being able to do the work, and like the portfolio review is the best simulation.
Yeah.
Rather than any one class.
Yeah.
That's fascinating though.
Yeah, I remember I didn't do well because, oh my gosh.
Yeah, why?
Because I was already working.
Oh, right. You got other things to do.
Yeah, so
you're laying out those Illustrator pages.
Yes, I got.
I'm making 200 discrete
I gotta
grids.
feed. Yes, exactly. I'm like, I gotta feed these Illustrator spreads. I gotta make them like grow and be beautiful. Yeah, so I spent a lot of time working, so I wasn't really paying attention to the class. I was so like, I had so much attitude. I remember I presented my final portfolio and then I walked out, Sean.
Oh, can you did imagine, a mic drop, basically?
Can you imagine me doing that? I was like, gotta go.
No, that does not sound like community-minded, Precious.
It does not. I was basically like, peace out.
Yeah.
I presented. I'm done. So in some ways,
aggressive senioritis, Precious.
Exactly, which is so not me. So in some ways, I got the grade I deserved because I did not invest in the course.
Yeah, part of me is like, I wonder how much of that grade is just that.
It probably is
Yeah.
because I totally disrespected the teacher. But yeah, anyway, it's so funny. You're bringing up all these funny memories. Yeah, I'm going to have to tell my
If you
dad.
enjoy these funny memories, listen to our 85, 65, I don't know how many other episodes. But yeah, I think that is a fascinating way to be entering into a school that you have just left.
Yeah.
I've seen the backside of you all forever.
Yeah. Oh, come back.
Hey, colleague.
Hey, colleague, you want to come back?
Yeah. We're on a first name basis now, right?
Yeah,
Bygones. Yeah, sure. Back to the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
You are, you're doing your freelancing and you're teaching at PSU as this program is burgeoning.
Yeah.
I think it's 2008 that Kate joins, and then we start to really build the community structure that we have today.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're doing tons of other stuff. You're doing like, I actually pulled.
Oh my God.
Here's a wild thing. Before we had our current website, we had a very strange typepad blog called Command Save.
Oh, yeah.
And I found these in an interview with you and a student who, for some reason, was not named. I don't know why.
Weird.
Talking about your work.
Oh, goodness.
In, I believe, the year 2008.
Oh, yeah. So I'm deep in more precious weirdness is that I was in Martha Stewart weddings during that time because I was like I was the minimalist wedding invitation designer, which like a dream of mine. So it was very surreal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you know, I don't use social media. So this was
probably for the best. A decision that's looking better and better by the day.
Yes. So it was one of those, someone featured me and eventually moved all the way up and they found out about me. And so then they had me do a special project and then they put me in the magazine and then they were like a connection. I did all these like really special invitations that were it's like working at like this minute scale and with large budgets is insane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all the print methods.
I mean,
you can do them.
But that's like in a way you are exactly tapped into where Portland is at. This like reinvigoration of like
letterpress printing.
Letterpress and I mean it would have been so unique nationally too. Like it only makes sense.
Yeah. The whole like way that I work and create relationships with people, it was also embedded in the invitation work. So because I didn't like use social, the clients, this is such bad business practice.
Hey, believe me, I know bad business practice.
Okay. This is such. So I didn't promote, even though I was promoted on some of the biggest like channels that I could be found. I didn't promote myself. So the people that found me really wanted to work with me. So actually, my business didn't grow in terms of numbers. It grew in terms of relationships.
Sure, right.
Which was bad for my pocketbook, but wonderful for my spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to have that, like, sometimes when you are freelancing and you have a client who is just not a good match for you. They don't actually want what you are delivering.
No.
They want somebody who has Photoshop.
Yes.
But like you have a name. You've gotten this, like, you know, plate on the, what do they call that? A shingle. You've gotten a shingle, essentially.
Yeah. Yes.
And you literally get a shingle, I think, in 2008 because you have a studio in Northwest.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I have a studio. Yes. I have a studio in Northwest. And the relationship, like, I have a relationship with a family that I designed their wedding invitation and I watch their family grow. So it's a beautiful story. And that eventually I become this family's like stationary person.
Wow.
So whenever a child is born, there's a birthday, there's an anniversary, grandma's birthday, they contact me to make something bespoke for them. It was incredible.
Is there like, I mean, a part of me is just like, is the family essentially a brand? Do you start to develop like guidelines for,
oh my God,
this is the Wilsons?
Yeah. Thankfully not, but thankfully not. But yeah, there's multiple families that I had. Like I would do their holiday cards. So, you know, these are people that are looking for something that really reflects, like they don't want to go to Minted or, you know, they have like budgets to make these special gifts for people. And I was their person. Yeah. So it was just really special. And I was really honored to have that type of relationship. And there was something about it that felt like an old economy.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I couldn't help but think as you were describing that, like you talking about your mom's sewing and how essentially that is a process of like making something that is going to last and stick with people. In a way that design normally doesn't. But that truly is something that will stick with people. Like people hold on to those invitations their whole lives.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like I was making like heirlooms for these families.
Yeah.
Like every year. Yeah. And just watching like their families grow, more kids. And, you know, one family I did everything from their cards about vacation, graduations.
Wow.
So some of them like from kindergarten to they graduate.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
Yeah. So I become like members of their family in some ways. It was just really sweet and really special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an incredible thing. And to be doing that alongside teaching too.
Yes. So it's all people. Like people.
People, community.
Yeah.
I mean, you teach here, I mean, for a long time.
Yeah.
Through the growth of the program, through like this becoming a thing that people know about outside of this city.
Yeah.
Which is still kind of wild to be, you know, at a state university like that. Is it around kind of 2018 that the seeds of what becomes Comma start to get planted?
Yeah. So DJ, former student who's now teaching here,
yes,
right?
DJ McKnight.
Yeah.
The great.
So she has a thesis project and she brings it up to the department and to Stephen and I and Liz. So we start to just gather over pizza and open conversation just about ourselves, like just learning about one another. Yeah. And eventually it just like blooms into a movement.
Which literally becomes one of Comma's events.
Yeah. Oh, weird. Yes. That's so weird. I didn't plan that. I did not plan that. Whoa. Yeah, totally. It becomes a movement.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
But it's like essentially the genesis is trying to create a space for BIPOC students to feel heard and seen and like to share stories.
Yep. And it always food.
Yeah.
Always over food.
I mean, you can't go wrong. Domino's has gotten
there you go. So much business.
So many dollars.
Yes.
Where will be our sad pizza place when we move?
Oh,
It'll be
no.
so much further to the Dominoes.
You are correct.
It's despite it being less than 25 feet from us, it is always cold when it is picked up.
I know.
Always, always.
Oh, gosh.
So if you know, let us know.
I will. I know. What's going to be the new Buildings pizza spot?
But yet, like, I imagine like that is a complicated thing to be starting up, like this whole new student group
Yeah.
that there really isn't any kind of template for.
No. So I think a lot of the community work I was already doing, like so much of my work was about like communicating with people of diverse backgrounds. So I was really able, it was just like, oh, we're going to come together and talk and share. And a big part of it is like making sure people are heard.
Yeah.
And I had been thinking about it for many, many years as adjunct, just never having the opportunity to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in some ways it was like, oh, about time. But then the other ways it was like, I have time. you know, there's always that push.
If only there was someone who had time to do this.
Yeah. You're like, I want to do it. We need it.
Yeah.
I'm going to make time.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like it has blossomed into this huge thing.
I
mean, even,
for sure.
But even in that first year, like, am I right that the first mixer happens in 2019?
Yeah, we host the first mixer. We have a really great turnout.
Taking over the whole second story of the Portland Armory.
Yes, the Portland Armory, and then there's multiple years. What I love about Comma is that the students over time, like the community evolves, it grows, and then it supports one another.
Yeah.
Because how many of those students from the early Comma days moved to New York? And then some of them now are moving to LA. So it's just interesting how this community is spreading and how there's a thread of like friendship and professional connection amongst all the Comma students.
Yeah, these like exclaves of Portland Comma alums
Totally.
and PSUGD alums.
Yeah.
Like, you know, helping to like elevate each other.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's really incredible. And you end up like, you know, being co-advisor for that with also Stephen Lee
Yeah.
for a number of years. And then what ultimately kind of pulls you away is you join Mercy Corps as an art director.
Yeah, I did. So the only other time in my career that I had worked full time for another creative director was with Paul. So that was like, yeah, I've
been a minute.
Yeah, so it's been a minute. I think it just came to the time. Gosh, I don't want to say tomb again. Like I just feel like something crazy.
Of all the callbacks to have in this episode.
It's like I was tired, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I was really tired.
22 years here is quite a number of years.
Yeah, it wasn't.
This place puts city miles on you for sure. I've only been teaching here 15, but I feel like I've been here 30.
Oh my God.
Retirement's any day.
Oh,
right?
any day.
Any day.
Yeah, so just the hustle of working for yourself and then teaching, the amount of energy it would take for me to teach, even though I enjoyed it so much. Oh, and I'm a mom.
Yeah.
So shout out to my daughter, Emmy.
Hi, Emmy.
Oh, she's going to love that. So I have a little story where everything came to a head.
Please.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So right before the pandemic, I have a young daughter. I'm teaching and I'm freelancing for Mercy Corps. So all of the freelancing eventually built into like, okay, I'm going to take this full-time job. But the story kind of reflects on like me investing in myself and being careful about time and my health. So I was doing like all of these different things for community. I was feeling really good about them, but I was stretched like way beyond my capacity, like so far beyond. So I was teaching in the tomb room. I was teaching in 160, so no windows. So I'm teaching about branding, and I'm sitting there, and I get like an email, like a panicked email from a team of researchers through Mercy Corps. And I remember it really vividly. They were working on migration between South America, Central America, and the United States. So they're writing about migration, and they send me this frantic email while I'm teaching, like, hey, can you make some edits? We really need these edits. We need it so badly, so badly. And I'm busy, so, and so I'm kind of like, I can't right now. And so I let them know, I'm going to have time at lunch to edit it, and they're trying to persuade me, can you please make this edit? This is really small edit.
Oh, this is like
on a report.
Immediate.
They need this report, and it needs to go to so this is like, it's gonna go. I've never talked about this, so I might get a little emotional. So it's gonna go to Congress, like something, or maybe it's not Congress, but we need to present it and share it with someone in the government. But I'm doing too many things. Like, I'm in class, and so I'm shooting these emails off like during the break, and finally like class ends, and for some reason I go to my car to like eat something, and I'm listening to NPR, and something comes up about the subject matter, and it's not positive.
Oh.
And inside of me, I feel like it's not, it's weird because I just attributed like me not editing this thing and this law being passed, or just like this information in the news, like connecting to something I'm like I'm so far removed from it. But I feel like so guilty that I was not able to help these people, like trying to communicate like something so important to their communities to people with power. Yeah. It is not this has nothing to do with this report. I mean, maybe tangentially, but not like. But anyway,
it's hard not to feel that
yeah,
A to B,
just
even
like,
if it isn't.
Even if it
like,
is,
connected.
Yeah. So now I'm like, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Like, I'm gonna have an anxiety attack. I have like a toddler. I'm teaching. I'm working on these projects. I'm trying to help too many people. Yeah. And I'm not helping myself. And I think eventually I end up in the hospital, like, and the nurse is like, you're having a panic attack. Like, there's something has to give, right? And then the pandemic happens.
And everything's better immediately, right?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So calm and normal.
Yeah.
Chill vibes.
Yeah, chill vibes. But that kind of gives me this moment to really think about what I want to do and what I have the capacity to do.
Yeah.
And that I can't do everything. It's like a part of me is like, everything that I want to do, but do I want to do those things, or am I doing them? It's like
out of obligation. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it because I don't want to let anyone down? Am I saying yes to all these things because so I'm able to investigate that like really deeply. Like, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go? I have to let some things go. Yeah. Like, my health is declining because I'm doing all these things. And so that's when the moment happens. Like, I'm doing so much work for Mercy Corps. I have a great relationship with this former student that's a friend that's now a design leader. I already started teaching less, and I just let it go. And when the job came up, having something steady was like, I have to do this for my family and for myself. And I'm still going to be doing good work for good people. It's just that it's going to have a greater... It's funny. It's like, it's not going to be... I was doing so much work on like a local scale.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, you're going to do it for 43 countries and however many, multiple length.
Yeah.
So you'll be focused, but your work will have greater impact.
Yeah. And you'll have a more immediate like connection with the problem
yes,
too.
Yes, totally. So that was a long, like, kind of rambly story, but that is the motivation.
Yeah.
For me to accept it, that it just wasn't healthy for me to do all these things, and I couldn't like blame myself or feel bad for not accepting work when I was already doing so much.
Yeah. I mean, the unfortunate truth is like teaching takes so much out of you, way more than the hours that are in the classroom, like on the schedule.
Totally.
And raising a child.
Yeah. On top of it.
Famously, not easy.
Yes.
But like, I could also see like how that moment in your car would be one where you would also be like, where do my values really lie?
Yeah.
And like, where will I be able to make that impact the most?
Totally.
And yeah, like it makes so much sense. You've got somebody on the inside already. Too.
Yes, totally. Someone on my side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're joining Mercy Corps.
Yeah.
You are like working in house and like trying to deliver on their mission.
Totally. And then this is just a little bit of insider that I can talk about now. Another motivation for me to accept a job was that they were going through, which is now known, a rebranding, renaming.
Wait, do I know about this? Maybe not.
Yeah. So part of my job was going to be that once those things were announced, that I would be a part of the team that's rolling it out.
Right.
Yeah, but that didn't happen.
I see.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I lost my job, but
Yeah.
that was also a big, big part of the motivation. And in my mind, I was like, that would be an amazing bookend of my career, that I was a part of the team to roll out like this 43 country, over 5,000 people strong humanitarian organization at this time. It was like, and then working with other creatives that are some of the most well-known and well-respected in the game that were a part of the team also building this out. I was like, yes, I'm going to take this job. But then those things didn't transpire because of everything that we already know happened. Yeah.
It is a pivotal juncture for them. And for the country at large.
Yeah,
And, you know,
totally.
It's hard when there are forces that are bigger
Yeah,
than the work that you're doing that
totally.
like transpire to make it not happen.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. And that just landed me in another like area of reevaluation. And yeah, I lost, and I don't, it's really personal, but it's a part of my story. And I think it's important, like to illustrate it all. But yeah, at the same time that I lost that position that I thought would end my career, like I would just like, oh, I'm ready to retire.
Yeah.
That I also lost my mom. So just going through those two big things, it was, I don't, devastating. Yeah, it's death is a part of life and change is a part of life. So I was living.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
totally.
I was like overdrive living.
Yeah.
Just like, but I was doing it suspended in space.
Yeah.
Right? Just going through it.
There's no way that doesn't turn your world upside down. Like two big things at once.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. But it just like, what am I going to do next? And so I spent a lot of time just like resting, which was all I could really do, you know?
I think it's also important to like use that time to reevaluate, like, is there a different way that you could be doing like similar work? And where you end up next is Tool.
Yeah.
Like, how does that happen?
So I started to look for work and I saw a job online just randomly, and it had all the things in the description.
Just like, this is
looking for work is a shit show. Like,
never been worse.
Yeah, I just want to holler out.
Yeah.
It is. It's
instant
I just want to
apply. Put your resume in the dumpster directly.
Pretty much. So it's really stressful. I think you become addicted to the refresh.
Yeah.
You know, just it's wild.
There's an awful gamification to that.
Yes,
on
terrible.
both ends that is demented.
It is. Yeah, it is really bad. So yeah, I was just refreshing, and this job came up.
It's just perfect.
I'm like, oh, it's local, it's design, but managing a small team, it's community. It just has all my experience, and then the community aspects and the equity aspects are things I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So it's the end of the day on like a Thursday. I apply. And I'm not even joking. At 4 p.m. I apply. By 7 in the morning, I have an interview.
What?
It is wild.
That's normally the speed that rejections take.
Exactly.
Not that.
So
wow.
someone emails me and they're like, "Hey, we want to interview you."
Wow.
And so I interview with the actual person that's my boss, and we hit it off. You know, I'm like, it's the shit show of, you know, trying to apply and figure things out and what am I going to do, but I was just like, oh, I'm just going to, just throw my, okay, I'll just apply for this. And then this happens, and it happens so quickly.
Like,
So,
not even giving you time to think
no,
about
it
what's
was
happening.
like, okay, like I just,
Yeah,
I
I
roll.
hadn't seen this job this time yesterday.
No, it's like I literally like rolled over, looked at my phone, and I was like, oh, okay. So then I meet her and we hit it off, and then it takes a long time. Like these things take a long time.
They sure do.
So, I had to go through all the things while I'm also applying for other things and trying to figure things out and waiting. But eventually, I get the job, and I was recently interviewed by MaxList. Do you know MaxList?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so the job site. And I write about that using my intuition, I think, really helped in this way, because I'm one to hesitate. Like, I have to perfect the deck or all my materials before I send them out. Like,
that's the power of you as a designer, though, is that
Yes.
thought and craft and like.
totally. But this, I think I might have filled it out on my phone. Like, I'm serious. Like, this was one of those, it was different because I like used I was just like,
Yeah.
just like, but obviously it like connected with somebody. So I guess that was a takeaway in my interview. I was like acknowledging that it's really tough, but also like using your gut, like I think was really helpful, at least in my case.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I would have waited, and I probably would have my resume would never have been looked at in the hundreds that they received.
Yeah, if you have that moment to second guess, maybe you miss that morning's pass of
Yes.
like the list. And
I
being
guess
like,
I was the
"Whoa,
first
hey."
one.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know that they had
Oh.
just. So what happened is the stupid refresh. So it
They
was like.
had hit publish essentially as you're
Yes.
refreshing.
So it was time.
Work done.
Yes,
Hey.
exactly. Yeah. So for them, it was also like, oh, because this stuff, takes a long time too. So
Yeah.
it just all worked out.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about perfect. But I think we've also talked about like this work is also like kind of a full circle moment
Yeah.
for you. It's like thinking of public good through
Transportation.
yeah,
Yes.
like this infrastructure piece that
Yeah.
touches everybody's lives.
Totally. Yeah, totally. And I'm just going to shout out my team. I work with some amazing designers, and Sam person
Yes.
is
Distinguished alum.
Yes, is a PSU grad. Sarah Cassandra and Isabel, shout out. And my boss, Aaron. So I work with really lovely, super, super talented designers on community-based projects about transportation and equity on our streets. So it's a great combination of my skill set in design, but also my community work. And then the layout designer in you is going to appreciate this. We do so many reports, Sean.
Oh, I in that kind of work, I believe it.
Yeah, we do so many reports. So looking at fine details and type, my team is on it.
Yeah.
Like just really like looking at details. And then now I'm really excited about like a really large, we're starting to do more campaign work. So just community messaging on a large scale. So I'm working on a really large campaign in the Los Angeles region, which hopefully I'll be able to talk about more
Ooh.
in the summer.
That sounds exciting.
Yes, yes.
There's a lot of exciting things happening in that area right now.
Totally. And it's a little overwhelming because our audience is the nearly 19 million people. So I went from like working on projects where it's like, 300,000 in Portland metro area to these like really massive project.
Well, yeah, and also to go from like I'm essentially the designer for this family to the entire
There
planet.
you go. There's another theme, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do things for these 20 people to do things for everyone.
Yeah, I incredible.
Yeah.
Precious, it's been such a treat to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
I couldn't think of a better way to close out the Rat's Nest time
Yes.
in our lives. If people want to find more about you, where can they go to do that?
So if you want to learn more about my work, you can go to my website, just preciousbugarin.com.
I know we talked about Comma on here. If folks out there are interested in supporting Comma's work, Bodega is an ongoing project, but you can also donate directly to the student group through the PSU Foundation.
Yes, and that would be incredible.
Yeah, so go to psu.gd/comma if you want to donate. You can find the link right on there.
Fantastic.
I double checked last night to make sure that it
thank you so
worked
much, Sean.
because Many links don't work on that website. We're working on it.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, it's good though.
Okay, good.
Thank you again.
Yeah,
Precious.
thanks, Sean.
And also, hey, thank you all of you out there for listening. If this is your first time here, please be sure to subscribe wherever it is that you found the show, or visit dididothat.design to find out where else you can. If you got a moment, give us a rating, give us a review. But, just talking to somebody about the show is a really great way to spread the word without the software intermediaries. I don't know. This has been Did I Do That? I'm Sean Schumacher. And as we always say at the close of every episode,
Did I do that?
that's what we always say. Okay, bye.
Bye. Well, I like the mood lighting.
Yeah,
It's very, yeah.
it is nice.
It is nice.
I think it also helps with that sort of radio.
Yeah, it's very radio. And
Yeah.
maybe that's the other thing. I'm like, oh, does my personality change?
Who is the character Precious
Yes,
versus the person
It's
Precious?
weird because I was like, oh, now I need to think of a handle. Like,
Yeah.
what would my DJ, yeah,
Your sign off, your
Yeah.
signature sign off.
yeah, what would my DJ name be? I used to listen to a lot of hip hop radio, and
Yeah.
they'd always have like the woman on. She always felt like a sidekick. I always hated that,
Oh,
but she always had a
sure.
really cool name.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it would be their real name. Anyway, so I started to think about that. Like, what would my DJ name be? I guess my name is Precious. So
It's pretty good.
that's probably a start.